Hello guys, it's Irina, and today I prepared for you a very interesting video about differences in life in Europe countries and in Ukraine. So today we will talk about banking system, medical system and very other important things and very interesting things. And the most shocking our Ukrainian habits I left to the end of this video. So if you want to know all, stay with me to the end of this video and let's go! So first I divided all our differences on several types. And first I would like to tell about our medical system because that is very interesting and I usually get a lot of questions about our pharmacists, doctors and so on. So let's start that with that in Ukraine you can buy any medicines in any pharmacy without a recipe from a doctor. So you even can buy, antibiotics and painkillers here. For example, when Ukrainian fell ill, he can just take a sick leave on his work and just do not go to doctor, just go to pharmacy and buy any medicine that he wants, antibiotics, painkillers and so on, and just heal himself. So that is not necessary to go to doctor, to some kind of clinic or something like that. And also in Ukraine we don't have compulsory health insurance. Only 5% of our companies, of our enterprises provide such kind of health insurance. That's not very popular in Ukraine. It's just on the start of this popularity in our country to have such kind of health insurance. But we have such concept as family doctor. So this doctor you are signing a contract with. This doctor is, and all his, not all, but a lot of his facilities are free. So they are paid by state. But many Ukrainians like to just choose one private clinic and go to this clinic if they need something. And that is also my choice. I just like one clinic in Kiev and I just go there if I need something. And also our prices on all medical things are much lower than in Europe and European countries and United States, Australia and so on. And our dental prices are absolutely amazing. I know a lot of foreigners who came to Ukraine to treat their teeth because in Ukraine our doctors do it greatly, really very good, but our prices are really very low to compare with European countries. For simply brushing and simple treatment you can pay in Ukraine $200. And that's, very expensive clinic. So I don't know, in Europe I know that for simple treatment and simple brushing you can pay $1,000 for such services. And also calling an ambulance is not very expensive in Ukraine. To call an governmental ambulance is free, but that is much better to call a private clinic, and such call can cost you like $50 to $100. It also depends on city and private clinic. And the second type I call, labor features. So first we have internal passports. So we have two kinds of passports. First is our internal passport of citizens of Ukraine. And here we have to write down our marriage status, children, place of registration, and even blood type. So that's very important document. And we have the second kind of passport, that is a foreign passport, and we need it for visa, travel and so on. And not all citizens of Ukraine have second kind of passport because we need it only for traveling. We cannot use this passport in Ukraine. We also have a lot of, governmental agencies. For example, to obtain your passport, your Ukrainian passport, that is a special passport department, and you can obtain this passport only in this place. And for example, to obtain the foreign passport, that is the other passport department. And also, we don't send any documents by post. We can get this passport only in this special place. So we don't send anything, banking cards, passports, other documents, nothing can be sent by post. And also, to get a Ukrainian card, you have to go to any bank and just get it. It takes only, 20 minutes to make this registration and to get this Ukrainian card. So as I said, we had some differences also in banking system. First, all our banks working from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So for the whole working day. And also, as I said, you cannot obtain your banking card by post. So you just have to go to any bank, any Ukrainian bank, and just make this little registration. It takes you no more than 20 minutes and even less. And you just get your card on this place. You get write down there your banking card and your password, so you just in 20 minutes can use this card. That's, as I know, very unusual for European countries. And also in Ukraine, that's not very popular credit rating system. So such credit rating system has very little impact at all in Ukraine. And in general, in Ukraine, that's not very popular to take any loans on whatever. Even maybe we can take them for houses, apartments, and sometimes for cars. But for the other thing, that's not very popular, and that's also very strange in Ukraine. That's not very popular to have, credit card to buy products by this credit card or something like that. And that became popular only in 2-3 years. But for now in Ukraine, citizens don't like this credit card system and something like that, and that's really strange for Ukrainian to have such credit cards. We just don't like them really. In Ukraine, that is better to pay for all things, by cash. And even when you are renting an apartment, no one will try to see your rates, your credit rate. So that's really not very popular in Ukraine. We'll try to see your account statement, your banking rate, as I said. So if you want to rent an apartment in Ukraine, you just go to see some apartment. You can choose them on internet. There are a lot of sites. And you just go to see an apartment, and if you like it, you can rent them right down in that moment. So we don't have to, we have some contract that we have to write down when we are renting an apartment, but not more. It's just a contract that everyone have in moment of viewing the apartment, and we just don't need to have any other things. There is no, queues for apartment. There is no all these things with prices. We just can go to apartment, like it, and rent it without any other things. Also, I forgot to tell that renting apartment in Ukraine are all time furnished. So I never saw even not furnished apartment in Ukraine. Even houses are fully furnished. When I came to this apartment is rental too. I rented 6 years ago for first time. I bought here, only something that I really need to, like some like some, towels, some pillows, and something that I like to have in apartment. This apartment was fully furnished, and every apartment in Ukraine are fully furnished. And let's go to some shocking features. That's maybe not very shocking, but it was interesting for me when I was telling something like that to foreigners. They were impressed, like, wow, why so? So you'll go to also know some shocking features about Ukraine. For example, in Ukraine, most of children get higher education. So that is like, you have to do it. You cannot not do it. For example, all of us get also bachelor degree, and that is also very popular, and we have to, get master degree also. And we do not make any, we don't have any time between bachelor and master degree. After bachelor, we just in that moment go to get in master degree. That's not very popular in Ukraine to get, bachelor degree, then work, and even then get master degree. I don't know why so. When I get my master degree, so I'm 24 years old and I have master degree. And when I get my master degree, I can say that my university was absolutely great. I really in love with my university. But I understood that when I was getting my bachelor degree, I was too young to get in this bachelor degree. And it would be more interesting for me to get this higher education right now when I'm 24 years old. Because when I was 18 years old, I did not understood how important was a lot of things that I was studying in university. And that is a little bit strange, but that's like we have to go to university. At the end of school, you go and get your bachelor degree, and then you're getting your master degree. I don't know why so, but that is like we're living here. Other thing is that, maybe 80% of all Ukrainian citizens get married at least one time till 30, 35 years old, till even 30. That's a very big percent. And maybe that's why we have so much divorces in Ukraine. But and that is also this kind of, old tradition that we have to get married. I don't know why so. No, I tend to believe that all this, maybe some kind of strange traditions about getting married so early and about getting higher education so early, they have their day backs to Soviet Union, because Ukraine was a part of Soviet Union, 30 years ago. So impact of Soviet Union left even for today's, even for my generation. Soviet Union, everything was like, when everyone have all like everyone else. So in Soviet Union, absolutely everyone was absolutely equal. But equal not in positive sign, that's a negative sign. So they just have to have absolutely everything like from everyone. In Soviet Union, everyone have equal apartment, the same apartment. They were absolutely the same, couch, the same carpet, the same kitchen. Everyone have the same education. Everyone have to get married in very young age. So I think that all this strange tradition, they really back time to Soviet Union, and I think that from generation to generation this thing would be changed, because even in my generation, I'm 24 years old and I'm not married. My parents were married since they were 21, and when they were 24 they have me and that's so strange for me. And even in my generation we don't like to get married too early. And I tend to believe that this situation would change, in one, two generations. So I hope that all my facts were interesting for you and you got to know something new about Ukraine and Ukrainian citizens. And I hope that you like this video. Thank you a lot for watching. Subscribe and like my channel. See you very soon. Bye.